They had the computer love music on there, and it's like boom, boom, chicka. Oh, let me try to find it.
Oh. I know you've been searching for someone.
I saw this video. Oh. Oh, snap.
Check it out.
Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got it, love it when it bounce back. Came back strong, had to bounce back. Applying pressure, watch it bounce back. Pushing, I ball in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Like, what we gon' talk about? Ain't shit to talk about. I pull a calls on these niggas, I call them out.
What's up, you guys? Back at it again with another video. Today we got
Muffin.
Justin.
and me. You already know who I am. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we got a cool Never Have I Ever for you. And I've never seen them on this channel before, but this is my sister and my brother-in-law Justin. And we coming at you with this lit banger. So enjoy.
Okay.
I got anything else to say?
No.
All right,
Let's get straight to it.
Okay.
You want to go first?
I'm nervous. Sorry. Okay. Are we gonna start with like a super hard one, or are we gonna start easy?
Let's start easy.
Okay. Let's do never have I ever snuck out of the house. Really?
Yeah, I never did that.
What?
Y'all have?
I mean,
When? Elaborate.
who? You want to go
You
first?
can elaborate. I think I've snuck out of, I don't know, like, the first time I snuck out, I was in middle school. And so, I snuck out a few times.
It's the first time hearing it.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
What about you?
The one that I can remember, like, when I was 17, I snuck out at like 9 o'clock because I was trying to, meet this person. And then I got back home around like 1. But I used to have a back door in my apartment, so I just left in and out of there.
Oh,
and then it was
his
locked.
room.
I told my sister to lock it. No, not my room. This was the other apartment. I told my sister to lock it.
Wow.
So, if my dad wanted to say, she wouldn't have been like, why is it unlocked? So I called her. She unlocked it.
Did you ever get caught?
I mean, hey, we grown now, so.
That's funny.
You got one, Jess?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Let's see. What we got here?
You having so much fun.
Never had I screamed during sex.
Oh.
That's-
Oh my God. What the?
It's not just a woman thing.
It's not just a woman thing. Y'all are gross. No need
okay.
to elaborate on that.
If you screaming, don't be ashamed. If you're a man scream, man moan, men do things.
Justin!
I'm like, okay. Let's keep going with the video. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay.
Okay.
There you go, Manny. You can just show things.
Okay. I'm gonna do one that's not on this one, but how do I word this? Never have I ever snuck someone in the house or did anything with anybody in the house.
Which house? Like your parents' house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Twice for
Okay.
me.
Man!
Twice. I just thought about it.
And we all thought you were the good one.
I am no good one.
He
okay?
is not the good one. Not the good one. Okay. Let's do.
No, don't nobody want to elaborate on it?
I
mean-
do not.
I do. When was this?
No, please elaborate for us. What about you?
Not me first. I asked you.
I'm kind of curious on that myself. Should I? Who we gonna speak on it or we not?
I mean, I don't know. Okay, like, you know that time where I would get home and nobody would be home for like not that long, like 30 minutes or so, or 30 minutes to an hour, and then either you,
Jupiter.
yeah, and then either you or mom will be home.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I got you.
Well, I had a friend ride the bus with me, so yeah.
Just you.
Next question. Yeah, no, I want to know.
Like had snuck somebody in my house. Yeah, I was in high school. I guess I was bold enough to do it. I knew I was able to do it, but I wasn't bold until I was like, to like just at least try. I think I was like, what year was that? I was like in the 12th grade. That was the very first time I did it.
True.
It kind of go with one of these other questions on here that we're gonna get to, hopefully.
What about you?
Mine's, I didn't really sneak anybody in the house. Both times, mom knew
Oh my.
that the person was there, so. And we are talking about two different people, so.
Now I want to know so bad.
One happened at our latest house in Middletown, and the other one happened way back on Walnut Street.
Walnut Street.
Walnut Street. It was like 13.
What? Mom didn't know. Oh.
Yeah. So, the person was spending the night with us. That's all I want to say. All right, next question.
Who turn is it? Yours.
She's thinking about it.
It had to be one of my friends.
No, not at the projects. The house.
Oh. Because if it was the projects, you know who I thought it was.
Yeah, I know. And nah.
She was a piece of work. Okay. Let's keep going. Never have I ever lied about my virginity.
In what way?
Like it anyway.
Like, okay, so let's say like you lied about not having it or having it. Like,
I never.
Like, what do you mean? Or like, you know, when you're in school and people are like, either you lied, like I did, I've already had sex, or I haven't had sex yet, but you have.
okay, yeah, I think we all did that.
I haven't. For some reason, I just didn't care about it that much. But
Yeah, I think the most common reason for people to do it is just to fit in, you know, not to sound like you inexperienced. So, you know, I definitely.
That's pretty much what happened to me. Like, all my friends were talking like that, and I'm like, yeah. I was like, but I sound like really stupid because obviously I didn't know anything. I'm like, yeah, I do it all the time. And they were just talking about stuff that I didn't understand. So
my friends used to say stuff like, there's a baby in the house. You know how to edit?
please do edit. Okay.
But oh yeah. But yeah, my friends used to tell me like, you know, the only way we know if you really did it or not, you could say like how many holes a girl have, and it would vary from 3 to 4. And I'd be like, I had no idea the anatomy. I'm like, I don't understand that. Like, I was like, it's 3, no, it's 2, no, it's 4. Like, what is the 4th one? I don't know what the 4th one is. But yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, it's a guy thing, I guess.
Okay. Let's do never have I ever had sex somewhere inappropriate.
By somewhere inappropriate, what do you mean by that?
I mean, you weren't supposed to have sex there.
It happens. A couple of different places. But it happens.
Yeah. Okay. What's another one?
Let me see.
What's your worst place that you ever had sex that you weren't supposed to have sex at?
Oh, is this a us thing or separate? Well,
Hi.
You wanna?
I'm going to answer one of those. It's going to be the me thing, because nothing. A place where you weren't supposed to have sex. Outside. Public, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody has done that though.
Just a little bit.
Hmm?
That's it. Just a little bit for me.
Where?
I don't want to say.
What are we talking about? Outside or inside?
How's that?
Oh, I don't know.
You look so confused.
I mean, I'm not
When
gonna.
you say outside, does a tent count?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess I caught on. Okay. I guess a tent is outdoors.
I mean, it's outdoors, but nobody can see you.
Yeah, not really.
I guess you can. I guess that falls under the possibility of being seen. So yeah, I guess that counts. Yeah. Oh, did we put up our cards for that?
What?
I have.
I have. Okay, next. What's the next question?
Alright. Here's gonna be a big one. Even though we just did a big one, but never have I ever had a threesome.
Well, I can tell you for sure that I have not done that, my friends. I have not done that.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
Whatever.
Mom got some nasty children. When?
No.
Just
Really?
just a time frame. Like when was it? Like, no, never mind. No, not when was it. What was your experience like without giving too much tea?
I didn't like it. And I left.
Agreed.
I left and let them finish.
To me, it was like
I didn't like it.
a little bit too much was going on. Like
Yeah.
it's like I can't focus on both.
I can't focus. I hate you.
What I can't focus. It's too much going on. So yeah.
I just don't like it.
Okay. Next one.
Alright.
You wanna go, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever visited a party just for a hookup. Now, that is confusing because,
Like you went specifically to get with somebody?
yeah,
Like you went to specifically get with somebody, but what if you went and you end up getting with somebody, but that was
I
on
think
purpose?
that, I don't think that goes with it.
Okay. That's the first. Alright.
Booty.
Okay.
Okay. How about a not so?
Ooh. Oh, well. Oh wait, go ahead.
Oh, I haven't thought of one. Go ahead.
Okay. Never have I ever passed out at a party.
Oh, I don't go to many parties. Ooh, I wanted to pass out. I really did. You remember the last party that we all went to?
Yeah.
You were with us, right, Jess?
Wait, which one?
At Gladys' house.
No,
No,
I wasn't
he
there.
wasn't. I was there. I left early.
Yeah, I wanted to.
I left early. I don't know
I
what
was
he
already
did.
drinking and
I didn't
I
drink.
smoked a little bit, and I was like, oh man. I was like, man, I better lay down or something. But I didn't. I toughed it out like a trooper.
I went to a party with my friends and I passed out. And when I woke up, they weren't there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't trust
Was
people.
this
It's crazy.
a college day?
It was a party. It was a party.
This was in that college?
Man, it was a party.
Where were you at college when this happened?
I was at a house party. So, yeah.
Gee. Okay, next question. Justin, you got any questions?
You know how to edit this out? We're gonna have to redo the
I've
video.
edited.
Oh
I've
my
edited
head.
iPhone videos before.
Hold on, can you pause it?
I'll show you.
Oh yeah.
Pause it, cause I don't know how to pause it.
All right. Never have I ever skipped school or left school to go hook up with somebody.
Oh, I think we. Come on, this has to be an equal one.
Is this just a guy thing? Oh yeah. This is so.
I asked you about that.
Because I got a good story
Remember,
about it.
I seen a post on Facebook about it. And I asked you about it. Because I'm like, do people really do that?
Yeah.
I told you about the one that because it was like I told you about.
I remember the very first time I did that, I had lied to my teacher. I said, I have diarrhea. Because I couldn't think of anything to say. Like, what reason would I have to leave? I'm not sick, obvious. But, you know, maybe if I say I have diarrhea, maybe I'll let me leave. So he was like making it seem as if it was the most biggest problem in the world. Like, oh, yeah, you should go home. You should definitely go home. So I went to the principal office or the person, and they let me go home. And I ended up seeing one of my exes. But yeah, that was
That made
something.
me think of one though.
See,
That's
I
not
came
sex
close. I came
That
close.
wasn't sex related. I didn't have
Alright.
sex with her. We didn't have sex.
You ready to hear
Just a chill
mine?
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. This one wasn't nearly as bad as you. She was doing some stuff back in middle school, but this one I was back in middle school, and it wasn't really like I skipped school or I left school. We left school early, but I mean, other than the people that was taking tests, I was done taking all my tests, so I didn't have to stay there for the rest of the day. But it's like I was in 7th grade. It was me, my homie, and like 2 other girls. 3 other girls. And we was going to one girl's house, and I only went because she had a younger sister that was in my grade, and I thought she was gonna be at her house too. But basically, I was like a wingman. So we went from the west side of Hamilton through the German village, over in that area, and like a little bit over towards, like, you know where that cemetery is? Like way on the other side. Over near there. And I was like a whole crazy day, but basically I left school early just to, because, you know, teenage boys, we thought something was gonna happen. But that day was eventful. I'll never forget that.
Shame on y'all. I never skipped school for that. I skipped school to sleep and binge watch Netflix.
That must be a guy thing.
I don't think so. I think I just
I
never
mean,
did.
it's not. I don't think it's a guy thing because I'm pretty sure the girls got stuff. They find a way to
Yeah.
skip school too. You know, I've been, skip school. Let's skip school. Yeah.
I got one. I thought of it when you were telling your story. It's not sex related, but never have I ever left school to use the bathroom at home.
What?
Freshman year.
What? Is this like real? I'm gonna tell y'all something.
I think
I have not. And let me tell you something.
Me.
Me too.
11th grade year, I think it was. I don't know what was wrong with my stomach, but I had to take the biggest crap. And I don't know if they weren't letting us use the bathroom. I don't know what it was, but I had to hold that in all day. Keep in mind, I had to catch the bus with that. So that whole bus ride, my stomach was bubbling. And I didn't crown or nothing. As soon as I got home, I let loose. I didn't leave home. I don't see how y'all was doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Hey, I used to leave school for any reason.
I know you did, but
Like any reason. I just was never in school. But I remember
already know what to
specifically
do.
when this happened to me. It was my senior year.
In this order.
And I really had
Call
to
Heather
go.
first, then call Dad.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't have to call Dad.
And,
Because Dad really didn't care for real. Like, but it was my senior year and I was in my it was like a college prep class. And we had to do like these oral presentations. And I had to go to the bathroom so bad. So I had called Heather in my last class and told her, come get me. Like, for real, I gotta use the bathroom so bad. Yeah. And so, and so I called her and I told my teacher I'm about to leave. Like, I'm about to go. My sister's coming to get me. I didn't tell him for what, but he was such a B word. Because he was like, okay, but you have to present first. And I'm like, what? And I remember that so well. That was the worst presentation I ever had because all I could focus on was I have to poop. And I was so sad.
You got one?
I do. I have one. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Never have I ever passed gas while receiving oral sex.
About receiving oral sex or just sex in general?
No. Receiving it.
Yeah.
On accident.
I'm so afraid to ask, but was it me? Was it me? Was it me?
I love you. I don't want to talk about that. It wasn't you. It wasn't
Okay.
you.
See,
It wasn't you.
That
It wasn't.
I'm happy about.
I honestly thought that was going to be everybody. I feel like that's like a natural thing. Like if you have your legs open. Oh, man.
What?
I thought everybody in the world has experienced that. At least having the urge to do that.
During sex.
It's just like exercising. When you exercise, you fart. Because you moving your body a lot, your stomach. Y'all think I'm like so serious.
No.
When you
I
exercise,
agree. The exercise.
yeah, you fart. But sex is exercise.
What? Y'all are.
Sex is an exercise too.
I play football. You know how many people.
Okay,
I heard
sex I
fart
get, but
while-
oral sex?
That's also an exercise.
Not while you're receiving it.
Yeah.
I mean, something's moving.
I hate you.
There's movement involved. I don't know.
Oh my
No.
God. Something's moving. Okay.
No.
Next one.
No.
Hey.
Oh my god.
All right. That was funny. That was great. Laugh.
Muffin,
Yes.
what's so funny?
Nothing. Nothing.
That's a good one. Oh, never have I ever recorded having sex.
Do, 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 do.
I think, just do it just to remember it,
I think if it stays within.
You didn't even hold the card all the way up.
I forgot it was back.
You got any?
Never have I ever snuck downstairs during church to talk to somebody, like a boyfriend, girlfriend.
So many times I can't.
Church
even
kid edition. And
What did I walk into?
never have I ever snuck downstairs during church to talk to somebody, like boyfriend, girlfriend. It was a church kid edition since you left.
Oh, yeah, I don't relate to that.
Yeah.
So I guess I can say I have not. I have not.
Explain.
Me?
Not
Really?
who, not.
Okay, well, it was only one person. But
think I know.
yeah, that happened multiple times. Multiple times. And I used to have my lookouts.
Me, it happened with multiple people.
I
feel like a hoe now. Like, I feel like I'm not though. My body count is very low, people. Okay.
That's what he's saying. That's funny. Hold on, my kid is back there. Hold on. Pause it.
Yeah. No.
All right, that one. Never have I ever woke up naked to a naked person that was a stranger.
Wait, what? Like you had a one night stand and you don't know who it was?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, sorry.
I don't get down like that, Justin.
Neither do
You asked the question.
I. Okay. Well,
Okay. Well, now you can ask one, baby.
Okay. That was funny.
No, it was.
Oh, I can't think of it. Never have I ever got caught doing anything inappropriate.
caught by who per se? Anybody?
I almost got caught by a couple people. I almost got caught by you, Mom.
Me? Oh, no. Not no almost. We caught you.
I don't know if
I know you're talking about. And trust us.
I'm talking about something
We
else.
caught
though.
you. We caught me and Mama used to
There
talk
was
about it
somebody
too.
else there too.
What? No. Okay, I didn't catch that. But the other thing, me and Mom used to talk about it. Like
You walked in right.
Mom.
The playoff game was it was on 10. Like the playoff game was on 10. Not the other teams.
No.
But yeah,
Sorry.
you and Mom definitely walked.
What
in.
is that?
I don't know.
Embarrassing episode.
Justin.
You said me and Barb?
What?
Us two?
We both
No,
almost got you?
you and Mom walked in.
Just to be clear, we did catch him doing other things. So. Okay. Last one. Let's see.
Let's do that one.
Ooh, okay.
I already did that. Don't do that.
No.
Mike walked in on me doing something too.
That is hilarious.
You told me about that one.
I did.
Yeah. This was. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Oh, here's a common one. Let's go.
Try to play it off.
Never have I ever cheated on someone.
Ooh, the question just keeps coming up.
Okay.
Message,
Yeah.
get out of here. Get out of here.
What I am gonna say is, me and my wife has been married for 5 years, and this does not relate to our marriage or our relationship.
Oh, I'm like, what
Before
is
our
he
marriage.
saying? I thought he was like say some
This-
shit.
Pre-change of my life with my wife. So yes,
This question.
but I was young. You know, it was the past.
Okay. I need a new sign because he drew inappropriate things on mine. Which I will cover. I have. Not with you, obviously. When I was a teenager.
I kind of have. I don't know if you would count it, but I kind of count it.
Talking to him, texting, all of that chunky chunk stuff.
Yeah, I count it.
Yep. Alright. Why did you draw this on my card?
It's just supposed to be subtle.
It's not. What is happening at the bottom?
That looks like a dingleberry and balls.
It really, yeah.
Doodle and corny doodle. Okay. If you like this video, go like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and hit that, yeah, like the links to their Instagrams will be in the description down below. And peace.
Hey.